What up, techies and gamers? It's your boy Jermaine with Tech Toys and Gaming, the channel where you get your daily dose of tech entertainment, a little bit of technology, as well as some entertainment like you just saw. And today's video is for all my techies and gamers out there looking to spruce up their studio environment. So whether you're creating YouTube content or any kind of video content in a specific room, studio, or gaming, recording and streaming, then this video is absolutely for you, and it is definitely for me, because today I am not only going to show you how you can upgrade your lighting in your room, but I'm actually going to go through with the full upgrade and upgrade my room with lighting, RGB. And the way you can actually do that today, right now, is by utilizing what I'm going to show you right here. And what I'm going to show you is the Lumary Smart Recessed Downlight or Ceiling Lights. That's right, they are not only recessed lights, but they are also RGB lights that are voice controllable with Amazon right? Can't say her full name because she's sitting right there listening to me all the time. And Google Home Assistant. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a full unboxing to show you what's the contents of the box, what you get for your hardcore flying cash. Also gonna do a full installation tutorial setup guide, and I'm going to show you some of the effects that you can actually do with these lights, how you can control them, how they function with the Lumary app, and setting them up with the Lumary app. I have done a previous review on another Lumary device, Lumary recessed lighting, and if you want to check out that video, it's a little bit of a different lighting setup. It's not as easy an install as this one will be, but check the video right there. It'll take you to those lights, and then you're gonna come back and the lights will go off. What? All right, techies gamers, that's enough talking. Let's get right into upgrading you and upgrading myself. Let's do it. And this is the box that these particular smart recessed lights come in by Lumary. I almost dropped it there for a second. These are the 6-inch model, which I will need because I have 6-inch cans. So just make sure when you're buying these, right, you get the proper size. Usually the 6 inches are the standard size. So be sure to pay attention to that before you go into diving into something like this. Right off the top, we have some instructions. All right, so let's see how this thing comes packaged. Looks like it comes in the slabs of 2. You got a top slab and a bottom slab. So let's go ahead and pop that out. Kind of cool the way they package this. They actually slided these in a vertical manner into your box. So let's go ahead and dismantle that. Taking it out the box, ripping the plastic off of this. This is a nice size light, 6-inch diameter, and you have about, I don't know, that's about an inch in I guess what's going to be holding it on the ceiling, the actual bezel there. On the back, you have 3 of these clamps that will be holding onto your cans that you already have installed. The makeup of the front facing material is plastic. This is also a kind of a frosted kind of plastic as well, which is where your light will be emitting from. And then you have your negative and positive. This is what's going to connect directly to the other component, which I'm going to show you in a second. Techies and gamers, I have removed all 4 lights from the box, all the contents from the box. And looking back at the light, you will see that it has this orange connection, which is actually going to connect to the threaded standard light component that you actually can screw in your fixture. This will fit into any standard fixture, which my relist. So essentially, this will connect to the actual RGB lighting here. There's only one way you can connect it. Once you connect it, this is how it will sit in your can. And it comes with a remote. Now this remote looks quite snazzy, has a lot of features on it. Does it come with a battery is what I'm interested in. No batteries, techies and gamers, so you gotta get your own batteries. Let's go ahead and get right into the installation. Let's go, Flash. I'm gonna do it very fast. I'm gonna do a speed build. Ready? Seconds game. So I went ahead and turned off most lights except for these lights facing me, and we are going to go ahead and gonna go through the app to see how you actually add these lights. I didn't flip the switch of the lights. What? Seconds gamers. I went ahead and added the lights, and now they are in a ready to sync and pair mode within the app. Here on my app home screen, we are ready to add a device. So we will basically just click add device, right? And you'll see right at the top, you don't have to go through any of these settings down here. Just click add. You see the 3, go to your network, connect to your Wi-Fi, and it automatically starts adding my lights. I do have one light sitting on the side doing some separate tests. Maybe I'll post a little side video about that. Hopefully it doesn't time out. So one successfully has paired. We are waiting on the second one in the game. Second time trying to pair. And let's go ahead and add a device. Maybe if I do it fast enough, it can do both. Click add, quick. Oh, and it looks like it just paired. Awesome, sauceum. Going back to my home page, you see I have my 3 lights connected. So let's go ahead and make a group really quickly. To do that, you go into one of the lights, you'll click add, create a group, and we'll just, it automatically adds 1. Let's add 2, 3. Let's save. Let's change the name of this group. Let's just call it ceiling lights. Save. Group created. See what happens if we click power off. Awesome. I do have one light going over here just for darkness sake. Power on. All right. Everything is pretty hot in here. It's pretty warm. You can dim it down right here at the top. That's a nice little dimming slider. I really like and appreciate that. And we can go over to the cooler light at 100%. And these things are 1100 lumens. So this is much brighter than the previous lights I had. And we can dim that down as well. You can only dim down to about 1%. You can't turn it off. To turn it off, you have to hit the power button, right? But let's swipe over to colors. It automatically switches to whatever color you last had it set to. And right now I am set to red, but we can switch it to yellow, green. You have some quick colors here at the top. You can add and customize your quick colors by hitting the plus sign there and just tap and go across as you wish and please and dream of. So now let's go ahead and go over to some of the scenes mode. Tons of default scenes already set here. So we can go over to dazzling, and if we click into the actual scene, we can edit it, right? Hit the little edit sign, and we can give the scene a different name if we want. We can change the color flash speed if we wanted to, but we can change that to a more breathing state, right? So it's going to actually breathe, right? We click confirm. So right now I have it on a relatively semi-fast breathing state. Then you have your music mode. Your music mode is dependent upon your microphone, whether it be your iPad you're using the actual app on or your iPhone. So here we can just click start, just like that. The audio is going along with the sound of my voice. And then settings, right? We have schedules, we have power on behavior for ceiling lights as a group, right? So power on, you can simply have it so that when the lights go out or you lose power, you can actually set this to restore to the previous mode and color and brightness that you had. So it has a nice little memory saving feature. Seconds gamers. So here we are with my final analysis, and my overall take on it is that these lights are pretty good. So pro number 1, the actual installation of this was a breeze. Really glad that it was so easy to install. Just a matter of screwing in that one component that plugs into your standard light bulb socket. Push your lighting into the ceiling, into your cans, grips nice and firmly, flush to the ceiling, and it's installed. Pro number 2 is the brightness. These things get pretty bright at 1100 lumens, so I will have no problem lighting up my room. Right now I have it at a steady purple. It kind of lights up my background really nicely. The controls on the app are pretty easy to set up. If you've ever set up any RGB lights in your life, they are very similar in the way you set them up. So it was just a matter of connecting to my Wi-Fi and detect it, and Amazon detected it also. So as soon as it connected to my network, my smart home manager detected it as well, so I don't even have to add it. I can just go straight to the Amazon app. Basically, I have it for voice controlling. Another pro is that it comes with a physical remote. At least this model. There is the model that doesn't come with the remote if you're not a remote kind of person, and the remote basically has most all of the basic features that the actual app has. The good thing about having the remote is that you don't really need to be on Wi-Fi to control them with your remote. So you can set scenes. There are scene modes you can click through and cycle through. You can set your brightness, your Kelvin, a lot of the basic stuff, and you won't have to worry about if your router goes out, you can still power them on and off. Now for cons, I will say that one con that kind of stood out to me was that when I was trying to synchronize it in the app, right, the Lumary app, it gives you the option to synchronize all four if they all four are detected. So if you go ahead and click add all four at once, which is right at the top of the devices section where you add it, it starts to add all four at once, but not really. So it puts all four in the queue, but it just starts adding one light at a time while the other three are in pair mode flashing. So by the time it completes that first pair, the other three have already timed out. So I found that I actually had to pair my lights one at a time, which is not a deal breaker for me because I only have 3 lights that I set up, but I'm going to set up my 4th one after I do my little testing. If you have 15, 16 lights in a very big room, then yeah, you're going to be there some time synchronizing the lights because they will time out after some time. All right, Tech Easy Gamers. So if you are interested in these very cool lights, you will find the product in the description. But if you're interested in some lights that can go into your ceiling, you have the sockets for them, and you don't have recessed ceiling cans where you can just screw your lights in, check the link right here. This is going to take you to some lights where you can actually do some hard wiring and have the very same functionality that these lights have. And with that, I'll see you in my next video, Tech Easy Gamers. Later.